Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to 8.42 Easy Path. The defenders here are going to be Cosmic Ghost Rider, Silver Centurion, Hulkling, Storm Pyramid X, Yondu, ending up with Sersi. With the boss we're going to attempt is going to be Ikaris. The nodes are going to be Snowballing Fury, Personal Space Fury, Long Distance Eternity, Occult Immunity, Crippling Strike and Gifted with ability accuracy increase to 100%. Now this path is really fun and really enjoyable. Now the first thing you need to know, you can cheese all of this path with Ronan. So if you have a Ronan, bring him in with the regular boost of masteries if you want to use. If you're looking for relics, no, relics are not required for this one, so you can do it without it. Now, when it comes to Mystic Champions, if you don't have a Ronan, what other champions you would use? I would say use Mystic Champions that are non-nullify and non-stagger abilities. For example, Kushala and Modo with the Soul Barb. You have Absorbing Man with his own set of abilities. Then you also have Black Widow Clairvoyant with her buff immunity, and then you also have buff steel with Loki. So these kind of champions will work because you will go in and out of nullify and stagger immunity. Then if you don't have these champions, then you can also use the Mystic champions, but you will have to wait for the defender to throw a special attack, and when you punish the special attack, the immunity will be removed and then you can use it, but they are not really the top recommended ones. The boss island is going to be Ikaris, and with occult immunity, slap me not, mystic focus, the floor is lava, gifted and mystic ascendancy. So same type of champions that we are using for the path. So again, you can cheese it with Ronan. If not, then bring in mystic champions that are also immune to incinerate, and you should be getting through this fight. More on it later in the video. Let's jump into the path. The first fight is going to be against a Cosmic Ghost Rider. Now I'm going to use a Juggernaut here, and this will showcase how this fight will go slowly if you're using a Nullify and a Stagger champion. So you know, as Juggernaut can apply a Stagger on his heavy attack, and there is Occult Immunity. It goes down for 15 seconds once Ghost Rider throws a special attack. So right now it's down, and I'm just using a Juggernaut here with the SP2 spam. All you have to do is to keep going back in, let him throw his SP1, and after the SP1, his immunity or stagger, his immunity to stagger and nullify will go on to cooldown, and you can use that to your advantage and go back in. It is going to be a slower fight than usual, and try not to parry him because he can easily get to 5 judgments, and once he's at 5 judgments, he's going to apply degen on you. Just be careful about that. Now this AI has been lately really crazy. I'm trying to bait the SP1, he doesn't throw it out. As soon as I charge in, he throws an SP1 on my face. Both the specials for Ghost Rider can be evaded, but I'd rather keep him to an SP1, which is much easier to evade. And yeah, just slowly chip away at him. You will notice that this fight takes the most time. I did it at the start of the video, not showed you the Ronan cheese, so I can show you the difference of the both fights. Fight number 2 is going to be against the Silver Centurion, and we're going to bring in Ronan to showcase the cheese. Now there is a node here that says Personal Space Fury, so the nearer you stay to the defender, they will get Fury every 3 seconds, and you can use that to your advantage. So Try to build up to 2 bars of power, staying near, using your striker to prolong the combo, and get up to 3 furies. Once you have 3 furies, throw an SP1, and there is a prolonged stun. You can keep going back in, keep throwing your SP1s, and you can stun lock the opponent. I'm using a 5-star Sig 200 Ascended Ronan. You can do the same. At least a Sig 40 would be needed, and the rest is good. You can just go and keep slapping in. He will die very quickly. Moving on to fight number 3, I'm going to showcase Kushala. Again, you can easily Ronan the whole path, but I'm showing different champions for you to use. With Kushala, she excels when defenders has a lot of buffs on them. Now we know the SP1 gives you Nullify, but we're not going to focus on SP1. We're going to just throw SP2 from Kushala, so you can apply a lot of Soul Bobs. With the Soul Bob, the number of buffs Hulkling has, you will really melt away. Right here, now I'm going to have 2 of those soul bobs, and look at that damage. Look at that per tick, 8,000. So this is how Kushala gonna work, and he will melt away Hulkling. You can get very similar results if you use a kind of Modo. Modo also applies a soul bob, so these 2 champions work really well against champions like these. Against always, you can go for Ronan as well. Black Widow Clairvoyant can work as well. Use champions that are non-nullify, non-stagger for this path, and you will have a better successful ratio. And defender number 4 is going to be Storm Pyramid X. She is a bit annoying with her glancing, so you know what? We're going to bring in Ronan and we're going to cheese her off as well. So I'm just going to stay near her, let her throw an SP1, and now I go in, make it slow, use a striker at the end of it. She gets 1 fury. The goal here is to give her at least 3 furies or 3 buffs, and after that we can start doing the stun lock. Now the good part with Storm Pyramid X is that she also gets her prowess buffs whenever you will gain, or she will gain a bar of power, so that really helps you get the buffs up very quick, and then you can run and cheese with SP1 cornered lock. Next fight is going to be against a Yondu. I've just sped it up because it took a lot of time to me. But as I was saying, if you don't have, if you have options that are non-nullify, non-stagger champions, use them because they will do good in this path. Now here I've started off with Diablo. In hindsight, I should not have activated any pre-fight so I can get to an SP3 faster. All you need to do, all I'm trying to showcase here, that if you have champions that, if you have defenders that are now poison immune, you can easily bring in Diablo and he can do the trick for you. So yeah, all I've done here is to build up my wild charges back up to 8, and once I have 8 of those charges, I would throw in an SP1, and with parry and heavy more poisons, it was a very easy takedown. It took a little bit of time, but it was an easy takedown. And the final defender, Sersi, is probably the most annoying one in the path, so you need to have a good counter. I'm going to use my rank 2 Kushala. You can use Modo as well, or you can also Ronan cheese her, but she will take a bit of time because of her glancing buff. So yeah, just be careful about that. And yeah, the mechanics are the same like the path. The path is super easy to deal with. It depends what kind of champions you have with you that you can bring to the path. We are avoiding champions with nullify or stagger because there's an immunity that goes in and out and just prolongs the fight for that reason. We are focusing on champs that don't require nullify and stagger and still do amazing. So Kushala is one, Modo is one, Ronan is one. All of these champions can work. I'm sure Loki can steal a lot of buffs from here. So yeah, use those champions and you should be good. The boss is going to be an Ikaris with occult immunity, slap me not, mystic focus, the floor is lava, gifted, and mystic ascendancy. Now this does ask you to use mystic champions because they work well against him, but because of occult immunity you can only use champions, or preferably use champions that do not rely on nullify or stagger. So I'm talking about Black Widow clairvoyance, your Kushalas, your Mephisto, also your Absorbing Man. All of these champions work well. And on top of it, they are also incinerate immune. You will need that because the floor is lava. So you don't have to use champions that are not incinerate immune. So those are the options that you can use. Keep Ikaris to SP1. It's much easier to evade and retaliate and remove that energy vulnerability or the sting that you get. We are using a Ronan, we are just cheesing him out, just build up to those 10 energize and then you can power lock in and he dies very quick. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on 8.4.2. Let's go ahead for 8.4.3. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel and leave a comment down below and share with your friends and your alliances, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.